Hey everyone, welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review, episode 111. Hopefully we have sound, hopefully we have video. Well, as you know, most traders react. Let's us start planning some move for the next week. So, I think the best approach for us is to start with Bitcoin, higher time frame. So, Bitcoin weekly chart is the best approach to start a weekly crypto review. We have sound, we have everything. Well, I could see that OBS is working as it should, but I don't know if you have everything. Okay, Andre, thank you. So, not too many things to say, people. You can see here. Yeah. Bitcoin weekly chart down, 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 and down again. We had a small, last week we had a bounce. This week looks like we'll close green, but we still have 8 hours to go, and the difference between green and red, it's $2,500, which for Bitcoin at this level, it's nothing. We can close green, we can close red, so let's wait for the weekly candle close. But if we'll close like this, if that will happen, well, at least we can think about a 3-bar fractal bottom. Now, after so much red here, we had a nice candle here. We can form a 3-bar fractal bottom here. We need the market next week to trade above this level, and that will confirm the 3-bar fractal. And after that, we can think about, well, if this is the bottom, we can go higher. What I don't like, and you know that because most of you are watching day in and day out the daily crypto plans, is that we didn't touch Wyckoff check level, which is here at 74. We didn't test 61.8. Again, I don't like that. And honestly, I need more than a 3-bar fractal to think bottom. Well, let's look last time. We did 3-bar fractal, okay, then we did a big W. Let's look left even more. W's. Usually, for a reversal, you need a W. We don't have a W on weekly. We have only one green candle close. Yeah, nice candle, I like it. But still, it's a bit too early to call it a bottom. Indicators, for example. Well, unfortunately, indicators, at least RSI is not on our side. In the top, we had a bearish divergence there, which I think it's already played out. And OBV is just following the price action, nothing special, nothing inside from OBV to tell us, well, I think it's stronger or weaker. OBV is still strong, but is following the price action. If we'll go on daily on this chart, some people will say, well, Paul, but we have a W here. Okay, it's there. I'm not saying it's not, and we can push higher. But until I'll see a weekly W, I don't think it's in our best interest to do anything. If I'll put the line chart, okay, let's put the line chart. Well, this is a W. Down, up, down again, up. We broke the neckline, so technically that's a daily W. So we have it already in Bitcoin. Could be the bottom? Maybe. But let's look overall. If we are on daily, let's zoom out a little bit. Still zoom out. We have a high, we have a low, we have a lower high, a lower low, and we are still in the same environment. Yeah? So lower highs and lower lows. After a lower high and lower low environment, usually we get range environment, which will give us higher highs and higher lows, and after that we can decide if it's a continuation to the downside or it's a reversal and will push higher. So for the moment, people, I'm thinking range, I'm thinking sideways. That is not necessarily bad for altcoins, because let's admit it, people, we are mostly interested in what altcoins will do. Most of us have tons of altcoins. Yeah, we love to hold the Bitcoin. Yeah, we love to call ourselves crypto guys and Bitcoiners, but we have a lot of altcoins in our wallets. So for us to make a lot of money, it's not about Bitcoin pumping to 110 or Bitcoin pumping to 120 or 150. It's about altcoins moving their ass from the bottom. I think that's everyone is thinking now. Well, when altcoins will pump? In a sideways environment from Bitcoin, we can get some altcoins pumping. At least not pumping, but at least moving, at least getting us some shots in the market, which will be a good start for an altcoin season. So on Bitcoin, I could see RSI fighting the 50 line, OBV starting to moving a little bit, which is not necessarily bad. We kind of have a W there. Some people will say, well, it's a valid one. Some people will say, well, I don't know about that. Technically, it's valid. But in the same time, I think we'll go sideways, which could be nice for some altcoins. Ethereum, for example, let's put a weekly chart. And let's hide some drawings because we don't need them. Ethereum is weak and weaker than most of the altcoins now. But at the same time, let's look left, people. Let's admit that we are on weekly chart and let's look left. This is a strong support area. This is a strong support area, and you can see if we keep the chart like we have it, this is the POC. So we are in the value. We are exactly where we should be to think bounce. I see too many people still saying about Ethereum, especially, well, it's shit, we'll go to zero. Why you are still looking at Ethereum? Well, it's it's the second one actually after Bitcoin. So don't think like people think last time, because last time wasn't different. Last time was similar to what we have now. Well, Bitcoin is the best, Ethereum is shit, and we'll go to zero. And actually, that was the best moment to think long. The best moment to think long is close to the bottom, not after a, I don't know, 50%, 100% pump. Keep in mind, a 50% pump from here on Ethereum means that Ethereum will go to $3,000. You want to get bullish on Ethereum then or now? I said it, and some people said that they will do it also. We are dollar cost averaging Ethereum below $2,000. Yeah. When it's below 2,000, if I have some free money, small amounts, I'll buy some Ethereum. I'm not touching it when it's above $2,000, but below, why not? Look at this chart, look at the volume, and tell me that is not a good idea to dollar cost average a little bit of Ethereum at $2,000. Can some of you tell me that is not a good idea? Yeah, I know it's not looking bullish. Yeah, I know it's not what people expecting straight to 10,000. But if Ethereum was too strong, we'll never get the chance to dollar cost average. By the way, people, if you want to help us a little bit, you can repost the tweet about this live stream. I know a lot of people are not interested anymore in crypto. Crypto is a scam again. But that it's a clear sign that the bottom, if it's not in, is close. We had this kind of environment, this kind of sentiment every time before an altcoin scissor before another move to, I don't know, get the interest of the public. As you can see here, we have 22, 24 people. And at some point when the market was bouncing and was really strong, we had 50, sometimes 100 people. So, yeah, I get it. People are not interested. We have Black Friday everywhere. Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and people are, well, it's too long of Black Friday. We don't want it anymore. We want things to pump. So, Ethereum on weekly. Let's look at the chart. We have the same bearish divergence here. Nothing special for the moment. We don't have a weekly W. We don't have even a 3-bar fractal. Nothing as a structure in the market or momentum. But we have a good location, people. And the location is the most important. Probably we'll have another drop. Probably we'll have another range. And we'll form some bullish divergence. We'll form some setups. But just looking at this big time frame, I consider that below $2,000 Ethereum, it's a has a good opportunity to dollar cost average. I'm not saying to, put a 100x leverage and play it. Because, yeah, you can see pockets close to 1,500. It's possible for Ethereum to go there, yeah. But that will make me even more greedy. And I'll say, well, let's dollar cost average with the same amount of money, so I'll buy a bit more Ethereum. Actually, 25% more every time that I'll buy, because correctly done, dollar cost average means you'll buy the same amount of money, not the same amount of Ethereum. Daily chart. Let's see some daily. Let's get something on. Well, let's hide the volume profile. You can see we are in the support, people. We are in the volume. We are exactly where we wanted. If someone will tell you at the highs here, where you want to buy Ethereum? At 4,000. Well, if we go to 2,000 in the support, I'll gladly take some. Now the price is there, and well, I'm not touching this one. This is shit. Sorry, people, but that's the reality. Every time I see the same behavior. And I'm here to make money. I'm not here to play moon boys. I'm not here to, I don't know, be on the same side with the public. Actually, when I see the public really fearful, I'm getting greedier and greedier. After a drop like this, at some point in time, we'll have a bounce. And usually, and drops like this, usually you get again 50-50. So, and 50% of the time, you'll get 50% of the move. So, in a short period of time, I should see Ethereum at $3,000. Don't believe me, just watch the chart. Tell me in a couple of months if I was right or not. I don't see a clear setup here. Yeah, it's still weak, but it's still good for a dollar cost average. Now, setups. I see a W here on daily. So on daily, lately, last couple of days, Ethereum was a bit stronger than Bitcoin. And you can see W, clear W here. You cannot say this is not a W. Breakout, and we retested. So now we can say, well, even if we have lower highs and lower lows, now we are the other side of this trend line. You can see the level here. And we are trying to do a W the other side of the trend line. I'm not talking about 4-hour chart, because on 4-hour chart, definitely you can find a bot setup or an AB equals CD setup to the upside. We got rejected from 38.2, but you know the 38.2. 38.2 should give us first stop. That doesn't mean the market should reverse from that level. So we touched it, we rejected exactly in the neckline of the W. Now we are trying to consolidate for the next move to the upside. I don't know, but for me on daily and lower time frame looks interesting. 4-hour chart definitely looks attractive in my view for hunting long setups. And only long setups. So just imagine, you had a stop at 38.2, now will pump all the way up to 61.8. Well, that should be 2,200. 78.6, well, 2,300. But imagine doing a big fib pong here, pushing higher in the short reload zone, going back down in the long reload zone, pushing higher, and finally deciding to push higher in $3,000. That means opportunity for us to make some money. Every time Ethereum is retracing, we can long. Not even thinking about short, only long. Yeah, see you, Catalin. So, Ethereum looks a bit on lower time frame, on daily, last couple of days, last week. Ethereum gained some strength and is looking a little bit better. It's all I'm saying. Now, if we looked at Bitcoin, we looked at Ethereum, let's take a look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And here we have that setup I was talking about on lower time frame. I think it's still active on daily. Yeah, you can see. Similar. W breakout retest and an AB equals CD kind of setup. Let's put a 4-hour chart. Even if we are talking about overview, let's just do an exception here. You can see consolidating, and we talked about these levels. Breakout, retest, another W, 25% breakout, retest. Bot setup fans will say, well, Paul, we have one low, two lows, and now we are forming the third low, and that could be a real bot. Yeah, you're right. Overall higher time frame, nothing special, but on 4-hour chart, I could see an AB equals CD. Now let's put daily back. Let's hide the drawings. Well, we have a small W on daily, and we can form a bigger one here. Imagine this being a W with the neckline here. On weekly, nothing. On weekly, we need a lot of work to do to form a W, to stop bleeding. But reversal is not starting from weekly, people. You know that, or you should know that. Reversal is starting from lower time frame to higher time frame. So if I want to spot a reversal and be early, I need to look at 4-hour chart, daily chart, and lastly, weekly chart. So 4-hour we have something, daily we have something to, at least something to look at. Because we can draw a long reload zone from the high to the low and wait here for the second part of the W. And that will be something nice. Even if, let's say, this bot setup on 4-hour will fail. Okay? Well, let's say this is failing. It's not the best setup. But look at the long reload zone. Where we should wait for a long reload zone. Here. What is here? The strongest support in this part of the chart. So I think it's time to at least pay attention on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. I know I said that multiple times. I know I was waiting for market to reverse earlier. Every one of us waited. But forming a clear bottom, exactly, Robert. Forming a clear bottom, nothing bad about that. That will give us time to prepare. That will give us time to plan. That will give us time to find a lot of setups on altcoins. And at the end, to make more money. Okay, now, let's go back on weekly chart and let's see what we have on Bitcoin dominance. There you go. Clear rejection from weeks ago. We talked about this ugly week, which was a clear rejection. 64, let's say 65, and we rejected. Now we are retesting that one. Mark my words. Market sooner than later will go back down in the 50 area, in the long reload zone here. Even if we'll have to push higher first and retest properly this week, we'll trade again in the 50 area. And that will take a lot of people by surprise. Well, what? Altcoins are moving? Altcoins are stronger, finally. Well, I sold my bag at the bottom. Where I should buy it? And altcoins are 2 times higher then. So now it's time to plan. Now it's time to, if you have a bag, to just check it again. Well, I have enough. I should load more. My plan allows me to buy more, or let's make a plan. Let's buy some shitcoins. Hey, Zach. Daily chart. Daily chart is telling me that the entire price action after the rejection is just a range here. We are just playing around. We like it or not, what it is. What makes a good range? A clear range. How is the easiest way to find out that this is a clear range? Well, equal highs and equal lows, no? Everyone should know that. So you can see high, another high, another high, low, another low. And if I'll put the range here, the middle of the range should be well respected. So I could define, well, this is a strong range, a nice one. So let's do that. Let's assume this is the high. Okay. And let's assume this is the low. Where is the middle of the range? Let's change it a little bit. Range. Well, look at this level here. Was or wasn't respected? Just look at it. Just pay attention on this level here. I think we have a clear range on daily. Okay. Now, on lower time frame, yeah, we saw an EM here. And some altcoins did a nice move to the upside. You saw some of them pumping 100%. EM, breakdown, retest, and so on. But we are still in the big range, people. Let's not dream too far away for the moment, because we are still in this range here. Now, that's Bitcoin dominance. What we should talk about? Well, Bitcoin CME chart. It's an interesting one. We talked about this one a lot, but the gap, let's call it close here. Gap above, let's call it close here. So we don't have any gaps anymore. But at the same time, looking at CME, you consider this price action from the low until here bullish price action? Honestly, for me, it doesn't look too bullish. It's looking better on the classical chart than on CME. When I see a chart like this and I see the price forcing up and rejecting here, looks like, well, this is just a dead cat bounce and is preparing for the next move to the downside. So let's not exclude that possibility, that probability, that usually markets, they are doing a Wyckoff check and markets will test 61% retracements here. Yeah? Too many confluences in the low 70K area. Too many of them. Maybe this time we'll not touch it now and we'll touch this level after the entire bull market is over. But you know that sooner than later we'll have to retest this level here at 70K area. And I saw a lot of people I respect, not because they are good people, because I know they did a lot of money in crypto. I'm not telling that they are quality people, but they know what they are talking about, and they said, well, 70K area looks like that could be the bottom. That it's coinciding with the Wyckoff check, long reload zone, 35% retracement, usual in a bull market, a lot of confluence there, all-time high from the last cycle, too many confluence in that area. So I think we can have that. Now, I know you don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see market lower. I want, well, I have my bags. They are almost or full. I want a pump, at least to sell half on a double. So yeah, also I want a pump first. But it's not up to us, people. It's what we are planning, we are respecting our plans, and the market will do what market will do. If the market wants to go lower, well, I changed my plan a little bit, and I said I'll get some money from my reserves and I'll buy that dip, if will be the case. Well, 25 people watching the live stream, 19 likes. Well, I like that. We are few people, but quality. Yeah, quality people. People are appreciating the live stream. I know it's hard, people. Don't think for me it's damn easy. For me, if you think really well, it's a bit harder to grasp what is happening. Why? Well, I'm full crypto. I'm full-time trader. Luckily, I'm a profitable trader and I'm making money on a monthly, weekly basis. So I'm okay with market going. I don't care if it will go up or down as a trader. But I still have a lot of money locked in altcoins. And I'm still waiting, like everyone else, for a pump. So don't think for me it's easy. But you saw it on Twitter, you saw it on Discord. My approach to all this retracement, all this bottom on altcoins is 0 or hero. Simple as that. I'll have to respect my plan until the end. Now, we talked about the overview. We left a total, which is not looking great. It's looking the same like Bitcoin. Total 3, kind of similar. I don't see a big difference between total and total 3. I think you know what the difference is. Total is everything on crypto. Total 3 is everything except Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we don't have Bitcoin and Ethereum in the total 3. But I don't see a big difference. I don't see anything special. Now, altcoins. This is a bit different from last time. Last time I told you, well, some 4-hour Ws are forming. Okay. This time I should tell you that we have some 4-hour Ws formed, and maybe we'll retest. And some altcoins, they even have the first daily W, which is a bit better than last week. So we should see that. I'll stay on daily and take a look at some altcoins. I'll take one by one. Well, this is a W. We like it or not, this is a W. Low, small, but it's a W here. Yeah. Alpha, similar. We have a W on daily chart. Okay. Alt, we had a kind of a V bottom here, but if you go on lower time frame, you'll see the W. Yeah. Some of them, they have the daily W. Some of them, they have only 4-hour W. But people, if you look left, please go, take a chart, take some altcoins on TradingView and go before the last exponential move to the upside. Yeah, see the last bull market and see what happened when the price action was looking like this. At the bottom of the range. What happened next? And assume that will happen again. I know it's hard. I know it's bad for some people because they overexposed. I still get messages, people, from Crypto Traders Arena members or even my friends. Well, will last for longer. I cannot stand for more. I don't want to be in this market anymore. I still get some messages like this. For example, this one, clear W, breakout and retest. We like it or not, people, this is a W. It's in a downtrend, but if you look for a reversal, I think this is a good area, no? Let's see. You think this is a good area to look for a reversal? You want to wait for the price action. You are a position trader and you want to wait for price action looking like this. Weekly W. Okay. You are a position trader. Wait. Don't do anything. But if you are a swing trader and you want to buy kind of the bottom to get the first trade, you should pay attention here. Yeah? Because what is looking on weekly like this, on daily is looking different. Look at the price action on daily. Let's put you some line charts. You can see clearly the W's. You can see the breakout. You can see the retest. So is something there. Something is changing. Even if most of the people are not seeing the difference. Well, let's assume that we'll do something like this. You can see this is a trend line from a downtrend. Give me a W the other side of the trend line. And you should pay attention for a W. And I could go on all the altcoins. I could do the same. W there. You can see the W. W is here. It's small, but it's there. Combo. By the way, people, this week I posted on Twitter. This week we have 5 more coins delisted from Binance. And everyone is on shorting side on futures on them. You remember what happened last times? Who can remember what happened with the coins that got delisted from Binance? Anyone in the chat could tell me what happened? Because something happened with them. When everyone was short. When everyone... Exactly, Emmanuel. Yeah? So, if you are sharp enough, and if you are smart enough, and if you know what you're doing, you can hunt some le pumps. Exactly, man. Yeah? They squeeze them like... And, well, it's normal to do so. Everyone is sure, well, we got delisted from Binance. Let's short them. And everyone, it's on the same side of the market. Yeah, the delisting will keep going, but they'll get liquidated. Their stop loss will be hunted. Late shorters at this level, come on. It's easy money. Now, you have to find a setup to think long. And I think combo is one of them, if I remember correctly. I don't know exactly. I posted on Twitter, but I think combo is one of them. Let's check a little bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Aergo, Burger, Lina, IST, and combo. Yeah, will be delisted. So it's up to you people. If you want to look at them, they are here. There are 5 coins. Choose one of them, choose multiple ones, find good setups, and try to make some money. My recommendation is to play small or play on spot. And select the coins that you know for sure they are listed on different exchanges. So, safest is to say that, well, combo is on Binance and also on KuCoin, for example. Well, it's safe to play this one because I could, if I buy on spot, I could sell it on... I could sell it on KuCoin, will still be trading on KuCoin. Or if anyone wants to buy it, or some hype will be created, people will not have to go on chain to look for them. They could buy it on a centralized exchange. So, why not? So I prefer coins that they are on multiple exchanges to think short squeeze, to think pump. Okay. And I could go on the entire list I have here, yeah, and see the same. Look at this one. Dimension. I know they have a lot of unlocking, small unlocks every fucking day. But in the same time, people, look at this pump. This pump should tell us something. And look where we are getting now. W, breakout, nice volume here, retest here. Well, I think I could buy some more. I could hunt some long setups here at 78.6. Don't I? I think I can do that. Okay. All the altcoins are looking similar. I don't see anything different on... look at Lina, for example. It's one of the delisted coins. We can find Lina on any other exchange. Let's look now. Lina. Binance, Kraken, Mexi. Well, there you go. KuCoin. Well, I have it on KuCoin, Bitget, Pionex, ZoomX, Pemex, and DeFi Llama, and everywhere. That could be a good proxy to think. Yeah? To think bounce, to think reversal, to think squeeze, and then we'll come back down, we'll retest the bottom. We know that, but the pump could be damn aggressive. Yeah? So people, pay attention. Lina, it's a good one. We can see I have some spot. I have to check if I have it on KuCoin or I have it on Binance. If I have it on Binance, then I have to go and move it on KuCoin. So I could move it or I could sell it on Binance and buy it back on KuCoin without overcomplicate myself. Yeah. So I think this week, because if I remember correctly, 28 is the date when they want to delist. We can play close to that date. We can play a bounce. But even now, look at it. It's going down, going down. If you see a setup on lower time frame, I think it's not a bad idea to look at. Don't be aggressive. Don't go on 5-minute chart, please. But you get my point with the listing coins. Let's look at all of them. Most of them are on red. Let's take a look at TIA. I want to see TIA a little bit. People, I posted a new trade on TIA. On daily, it's looking interesting. It's looking rangy here. Well, from 2.5 to 4.5. I think it's an acceptable range. Almost 100% pump from the lows. And if you think about, well, it's a range, but we'll do some fake outs. I think we have a 100%. Again, Booker? Well, it's not healthy, Booker. I could tell you that. It's not healthy not to sleep in the night. I talked about TIA. I posted about TIA on Twitter. I posted about TIA in Discord, and I did I don't know, I put an example. How us, gladiators and crypto traders arena people are using leverage. If you want to see it, go on the chat, and I pinned it on the chat messages. Go and pin messages and you'll see it. Yeah. So a lot of people are using leverage wrong. I will not stay here to explain you step by step how we do it. Leverage, what I could say, I could give you the conclusion. Leverage is a tool for us to manage better the portfolio. Okay? To take more position, to lock less money. Yeah? To take position bigger than our trading portfolio. Not to increase the risk. That's the key. Not to increase the risk. And if you use it right, it's a useful tool. If you use it wrong, it will destroy you. That's why you see a lot of people, well, I played it in the market, I made money, and when I got on leverage, I got liquidated. I lost my account. Yeah, because you didn't pay attention. You use it wrong, like influencers. You should calculate risk per trade from your portfolio. Doesn't matter the leverage. I'm sorry that I have to say it again and again, but it seems like some people just don't want to get it. They just don't want to learn. And I get the same questions in the DMs. Well, if you are a 10x, why you are doing that? How you can take a position with 100x? Well, I could take it with 500x. Doesn't fucking make a difference. The difference is in the fees I'll pay to the exchange to borrow the money. Yeah, Zach, you are not here to gamble. Bukur is not here to gamble. Actually, people from this live stream, probably most of you are not here to gamble. But in general, 90% of the people, they say they are consistent, they want to make money, but actually, no. Hey, Daniel. So TIA, I posted a trade. I'll talk about that trade in a second. But it's consolidating, which is not bad. In the same time, you saw the unlocks, small unlocks on TIA. Don't expect 100x from TIA. If you'll see a 20x, be glad. Take some profit off and let a moon back. Because they are unlocking coins every day. You want to see how many? Go on CoinMarketCap, search TIA, and then activate small unlocks. And you'll see every day how much coins they are unlocking. In a bullish environment, doesn't matter too much. Yeah, the coin will still pump, but the pump will be limited. Now, we can go on all the altcoins, but I don't see the point. The conclusion is pretty clear. Some altcoins have clear 4-hour Ws and we can play them at the retest. Some altcoins, they are forming where they have daily Ws, and also we can play setups with daily Ws. Because we definitely have location and we definitely have some bullish divergence on 4-hour chart. So it's playable. Traders, activate yourself and play some setups. I'll start posting this week. Still careful because we can still go back down with Bitcoin at in the 70k area, and that will destroy our setups. But our job is to try and play setups. How was my weekend? Well, it was a short weekend, Menace, as usual. Nice but short. I don't feel the weekends anymore. I don't have time to to enjoy them. Honestly, I don't have time to enjoy. I don't know. I don't feel the time is passing too fast for me. Maybe it's just for me, but today it's Monday. When I wake up again, it's fucking Friday. Well, today it's Friday. When I wake up again, it's Sunday afternoon and I have to do the weekly crypto review. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but the time is passing too fucking fast. Too fast, honestly. From time to time, I'm watching myself in the mirror and I see another gray hair. Well, fuck it. Seems like I'm getting younger and younger. That's how the time is passing for me. Too fucking fast. My kids are growing too fast. My big daughter has, it's almost 10 years old. I don't know when the time passed. I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm not furious, that's for sure. I'm enjoying every moment, but seems like, I don't know. The time is passing too fast, and after COVID, I don't know why. But after COVID, I sense a big difference in the time. Again, maybe it's just me and my way to see the time. Let's go back on the charts and let's see what we have. Now, I talked about lower time frame. I will not stay on 1 hour, people here. I don't think it's the case. But I know a stupid trader. I know a stupid trader that knows a stupid trader that took this trade sometime in the past. You know that? Yeah, I took this trade here. I closed 50% at close to this area. Not exactly 61.8, but a bit lower. And I still have the rest. And I said, if we'll go back down at the break even, that's my stop loss. Will stop me out. And I'll accept the profit I already made. But if we'll push higher, this trade should give me more money. So we are still in that trade. And if you want to see what I posted today, well, you can go on spot. And I have another trade. That was the trade I was trying to give people an example. AB equals CD kind of setup. People from TRI will say, well, Paul, fuck it, this is a bot. Yeah, I'm using the same concept with less rules. So for me, an AB equals CD, it's if I see a W that forms below 33% and above 66, that it's triggering the setup. I'm using the AB equals CD, and you can see this time it's 3-1, but sometimes I get better risk to reward. So as you can see, we are slightly in profit there. I posted before entry, posted 2 days ago or yesterday, and then I posted again as an example for people that they still use the leverage wrong. People, learn, because nobody will come to your door to teach you. I made a small tutorial for you, an example to show you how. Now you have Grook, you have ChatGPT, you have everything you need. Just ask the right question and you'll get the answer. It's not a hard answer. Just ask how I could use leverage and still use the same position size, same exposure, and we'll tell you. We'll show you 1,000 examples until you'll get it. Now, that's TIA here. On lower time frame, if you look at Bitcoin, we have kind of the same setup. Yeah, I could see here on lower time frame on 1 hour. I'm not talking about higher time. I'm talking 1 hour here. You can see swing low, swing high, W, kind of a AB equals CD again. But if you are thinking range and you are thinking, well, we'll have a pump and then a dump because it's weekend and we need more retest, more range, a shark setup should be good enough for you. So even if it's weekly crypto review, I'm trying to give you some ideas. This is the short idea, shark or EM in the short reload zone. Okay, that could be an idea, but you have to assume the trade is not a signal. You know, some people are coming on Crypto Traders Arena and saying, give me signal, sir. Sorry. Assume the responsibility for your trades. Now, if you are thinking short, you should use this one. If you are thinking long, and are thinking continuation, you should think AB equals CD. So this is AB, okay? Kind of over limit. You can see we touched 66, so not the best. But let's just say that it's good enough. Let's clone that fib, or that toolkit, it's not exactly fib, and put a CD move. Can you see it? Retesting the W should give us an entry. And I think this is the retest. 84,500. We can go a bit lower. Well, we can 84,200 if you want to be a cheap ass like me. So on lower time frame you can play short here, my idea, long here. Some smart motherfuckers will tell you, well, Paul, I'm okay with your shark here, but look left. Candle bodies on 4-hour chart, that's a good area to sharpshoot to get a short. Candle body highs for trade location, so a bit higher. Well, I'm okay with that. Other people will say here, well, Paul, I think I could play a 61.8. Maybe I'll get a better entry than you. From this move. From this move. There, yeah, they are right. My entry should be here. Their entry, if they are playing Stefan setup, well, you can see their entry should be here, a bit lower. So there are some plays we can do on Bitcoin. Just not go and buy and sell at the market, people. We are not beginners. We are not public. We are trying to get professional. Everyone to be a professional trader here. Let me tell you something. Professional traders, 99% of the time, are not using market orders, are not buying and selling at the market. They are using limit orders, OCO orders. Yeah? They are planning their next move. If the market will come here, then I'll sell here, stop loss here, and take profit here. When the market, let's say, will come at this level and will touch this level, will trigger their setup, and they don't have to do anything. If we'll hit the stop loss, so be it. We'll cancel the take profit. If we'll hit the take profit, we'll cancel the stop loss. After their level is touched, it's up to the market, not up to them. Now, I talked about Bitcoin. Ethereum, it's fighting $2,000. And a stupid trader told you that this level will be touched. It's a strong support and resistance level. And look what happened. Huh? You remember Friday? I wanted more. I wanted the double here. Well, seems like Ethereum is a bit stronger. That was a sign that Ethereum is a bit stronger than everyone is expecting. But I don't see a setup here. Either we'll do an AB equals D to the downside, either we'll have to come back down here and put a double. I'm not chasing the market here. Well, it's up to you. You can watch it as many times as you want. You can go on a daily crypto plan with us. Now, I could go on all the altcoins here, but I don't see anything special. Honestly, I don't see anything special. So no, it's enough. I showed you some ideas. I showed you TIA. I don't see anything special on Tao. Ranging, consolidating, symmetrical triangle. Ugly. It's consolidating for the moment. Nothing special on Solana. I know a lot of people are watching Solana. Hype. Well, Hype is looking a bit better. Yeah. I know a trader that knows a trader that bought this level. Here in the lows. I don't know if you know anyone. Bukur, you know someone who bought his here in this area? In this area, at the lows? Maybe you know someone. It's too late here. I'm not chasing something like this. You should draw a long reload zone from the bottom to the top and wait patiently here. Okay? 13.5. This area for a double. If will come, you can get a nice entry. If not, don't chase here. I don't like it. At least I'll not chase it. You can do whatever you want. It's your fucking money. Now, people, we talked about almost 1 hour. I blabbed away for 1 hour. Let's take some requests. At least couple of them. If someone has a request, please type the ticker. Please type the time frame. And if you want more details, please tell me in the message. If not, we don't have requests. We are a couple of, 25, 27 people here. We can call it a live stream and we can start again tomorrow. No requests? Okay. I'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we can call it a live stream. Griffin here, if you go on daily, 4-hour chart on daily, is trying to do a strong double here. Huh? He's trying something. Let's look at it. Look at the consolidation here, people. I think dollar cost average or even a trade here, it's doable. Yeah? It's doable at this level. Maybe lower. It's depending what type of a trader you are. If you are an investor, dollar cost average here on this one or something similar. If you are a trader, a position trader, well, wait for the W breakout and retest on daily. Okay. If you are a swing trader or maybe a sharpshooter, you can look for 4-hour Ws. But the idea is not bleeding anymore. We had a W breakout and breaking down. This was a fake out here. So taking this one because it's smaller is not a bad idea. But wait for the breakout and the retest. If you are an investor and you are just dollar cost averaging on weekly chart, well, you don't care. Just do your thing every day, every week, and you don't care about too much. I talked about also in the past about, about Arena. Daily chart. Let's look at the daily chart. You remember I talked about 0.5 cents here. I bought in this I dollar cost average all the way down. I had some from the Arena people, some airdrop, and I sold everything here in the 1 cent area. Then when the market was reaching back at 78.6, I bought the coins back. Now I'm just watching what is happening, but it's not looking bad. Even if I'll draw another long reload zone here, You can see we are in the long reload zone now and we are trying to make W's. When the social fi will have a day in the sun again, this one should pop. I see them posting, trying to develop, trying to get better every week, so why not? Emmanuel is saying something about Ethereum versus dollar. Well, I just talked about Emmanuel. I said I'm dollar cost averaging on Ethereum on below $2,000. It's up to you. Yeah, if you want to dollar cost average on weekly basis, on monthly basis, I don't suggest monthly. In a month, Ethereum could be a lot higher or a lot lower. But on weekly basis, yeah? Every week, let's say Ethereum is fighting $2,000. Every week when you see Ethereum below 2,000, you just go and buy a little bit. Same amount of money. No, it's not a problem. And you do that as long as you get Ethereum below 2,000. But you have to have a plan, Emmanuel. You have to have a clear plan. Well, what you'll do when, for example, Ethereum will hit 4,000? You will sell half on a double to recover your money or not. What you'll do if, for example, Ethereum will accept below 1,500? You'll increase the amount or you'll keep dollar cost averaging. What will happen if Ethereum will go to 1,000? I'm not saying it's probable, but you should plan. How much money you want to invest in total in that dollar cost averaging plan? These are questions you should give yourself an answer in a plan, on a piece of paper, in your journal. If you have that, you are unstoppable. Yeah, on the long run, if you have your plan, you are unstoppable. That doesn't mean it will be extremely easy, but it's doable. And we don't want to be easy, because if it's easy, everyone could do it and doesn't have any value anymore or has a low value. If it's doable but hard, 90% of the people will give up and we can be in the 10% that will succeed. So that's why we don't want things to be easy. But with a plan, with a direction, with clear, well, if Bitcoin or Ethereum will do that, I'll do that. This is the amount of money I want to invest at these prices. This is my way of buying with dollar cost average. You are unstoppable on the long run. Because you eliminated the emotions, you know exactly what to do, and you'll be better than 90% of the people. I hope that helps, Emmanuel. I don't know. Idea in general was that I'm dollar cost averaging myself below 2,000. That's my idea. And you can see now we are fighting that level. It's Sunday afternoon. We should soon close the weekly candle and we are fighting. What will happen exactly? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We'll find out tomorrow a new trade. Lower time frame, people. I saw something really nice and I'm expecting you to tell me what will happen here. Soon. It's happening now. It's trying to do something here. What is happening here? Do you know? Look at the squeeze here. Okay? Look at the squeeze. If you see that this move is pushing a bit higher and you see the lower band trying to expand to the downside, that's a real move. Don't trust it though, because it's weekend. So we can push higher, do a fake out, test the highs here like we discussed earlier for a setup, and then to reverse and go for the lows. Look at the liquidity build below. But these Bollinger Bands on 4-hour chart are telling us that we should pay fucking attention because a move is coming. They are the volatility is too low and we'll have either a fake out or in a real move or straight a move. And it's looking that wants to the upside first. But look at it. It's there. Okay? Look at it. We are already here with this. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom in a little bit. You can see. Now we are above the Bollinger Bands. Look what happened when we got above the Bollinger Bands. Up. Look what happened when we got below Bollinger Bands. You can go and study the Bollinger Bands by yourself, how they are formed, how they are calculated. You can find even a link from Murat with a setup with Bollinger Bands if you are paying attention and you are in Crypto Traders Arena. But it's not the right moment to explain you a new setup on the weekly crypto review. Well, people, I don't see requests. That is telling me dump. I don't see requests. If we don't have anything, that is telling me that people are either full of altcoins and they don't care, they just want a pump, either they are not interested anymore, they sold already, and they are not even watching this live stream. If you learn to trade, to swing trade, to day trade, then you don't care too much what's happening as an investor. Yeah, you will be in the same side with me, Stefan, and some other gladiators. Why? Because up or down, you just need volatility to make some money. And you see now, Tolga, it's the last one that is joining our crew. And you see him posting setups and you see him making money. And he's posting, he asked me where he should post. And I said, well, if you want, you can post for general members, for everyone. Let's give them some candies. Let's give them something. Yeah? And you saw that Tolga doesn't care too much now if the market is staying in the range with altcoins. He's trading Bitcoin, he's making some money, and it's good enough for him. So, if you have time, you have the patience, and you think you can do it, well, learn to trade. Because that's a skill, nobody could take it from you, and it's damn profitable. Okay? It's damn profitable to know how to trade. If you want us to teach you how to swing trade first, okay, we have the Capua 1. We are in the middle of the program. We don't take students now. But you can DM me for the next time when we are doing a program. And you can learn. And you can even become a gladiator like us, one of us, to trade with us. What's the advantage? Well, first, you will know how to trade. And second, you will be part of us and you'll benefit from our ideas. Because it's one thing when two eyes are looking at the crypto market, and it's a different thing when 40 eyes are looking at the same thing and selecting all kind of markets and showing you, spoon feeding you with ideas. So there are some benefits there. Don't think it's easy. I told you earlier what is with easy. If it's easy, doesn't have value. Don't ask for easy, ask for doable. And if you think you can, well, I'll still be here until the end of the year, until the end of multiple years actually. Why? Because I just enjoy myself being here. I'm not an influencer. I don't want to influence too many people. I don't want to have 1 million followers. I don't want the community to grow with a lot of moon boys. But in the same time, I enjoy every moment from on Crypto Traders Arena, because we have quality people that are learning and are getting better day in, day out. No request, people. Yeah, we don't want moon boys, Zach. Well, let's call it a live stream. Remember, respect the plan, trust the process, and treat market like a business, and the market will treat you like a king. Your business is to treat market like a business. Rest is up to the market, not up to you. That being said, let's call it a live stream. See you next time, people.